If you're in my house and it's under my roof, it's mine. Columbine. The world of these kids have automatic weapons and an arsenal because parents get proud. You better not come in my room. Oh, I will. You just block out when you say that to a real parent. Like an exorcist. You better not come in my room. What?
Most urban cities in America that listen to the bad boy Michael Baisden every afternoon from 3 to 7 are aware that he's on a bit of a trail looking for 1 million mentors to help save our youth. And of course, we were able to catch up with him in Savannah. Director Ikoko Agbo had the opportunity to interview many people who attended in the Savannah area. This interview comes from 2 women there who are members of the National Council of Negro Women. Let's look in and see what they had to say.
I read the kids report for last year on teenage pregnancy, the dropout rate, the incarceration rate, and it's very alarming when you see what's going on with our children firsthand and foremost. And so it's critical that we stand up now and give our time. I mean, you have to, because the youth will be who will lead the world tomorrow when we sit down.
I would say, suggest, just get involved. It could be as simple as taking time out with playing kickball, things that you don't hardly see anymore because everyone's in the house doing video games. It could be taking them to Sunday school.
So you're telling me in the society, this developed society, that's not going on all the time?
Oh, no.
Right now, I believe that everybody's so busy, and it's not that no one wants to be involved. Sometimes they're afraid because, again, sometimes the youth, they're doing different things. So some adults may not even want to latch on or afraid to say something to them. But again, like Ms. Smith said, we're in a state of emergency. You have to get from behind your comfort zone and go out and reach out. No matter what, if it's someone you see walking down the street with their pants hanging down, take the time and say, hey, young man, you know that's not appropriate. Why don't you pull them up? You need a belt? Take them to the store, buy them a belt. See, it's little things that can be done that we all need to do.
Is we put kids who actually have been in the juvenile justice system, or even those who really just don't have anything to do, and we put them in a positive environment where they could dwell in the arts. We have different programs, which is our film and photography program, our information technology program, theater and performing arts, as well as our sound design program.
And it's my firm belief we need to start within our own homes as well, in our own families, because we have nieces, we have nephews, we have grandchildren, cousins, and all those things. It used to be families were so close-knit, even if someone needed a babysitter. Daycares wasn't so prominent back in the day, because a family member can drop another family member off and say, hey, I have to go to work. You know, here it is. Nowadays, nobody has the time to do that. We need to start within our own homes, within our own families, and try to help and nurture those folks as well as our neighbors too.
Take time.
Time.
Also in demand in many urban cities in America would be the latest release from Great Benin Films. It's Been Poetry. That's premiering in many cities across the country. The most recent premiere was in Hudak Country, the Crescent City of New Orleans, where we enjoyed that premiere with a cultural community there, small and intimate, at the community bookstore in the Gentilly area of town. Let's take a look. What video does, what the importance of video documentaries and premieres like this are. Because it locks a certain richness in time, in place.
Beautiful. Happy to have you. Very happy to be here. It's been an experience, to say the least, here in New Orleans. We, as an ethnocentric community, or as cultural nationalists, or voodooists, or people who are into what is commonly known today as ATR, African Traditional Religions, we do have a beginning, and we do have a foundation, unbeknownst to many who come into the tradition at this day and age. Many are not taught the roads, the sacrifices, the blood, the sweat and tears that had to be shed for us to be able to rock African clothes on the norm, for us to be able to, jazz with African names, so on and so forth. For things like Nati dreadlocks to be acceptable in society. People really had to give their time, life, and a lot of people gave up good careers to do this work for people like this young child that she's holding there, that's going to come up, who has an African name, comes up around African family, seeing the pageantry of our people. And we also know that if we do not tell our own stories, that they will simply just disappear. And so that's what we did with It's Been Poetry. It was a beautiful collaboration, and you should just watch the film now. Yeah, get that going.
We used to go out with the umbrellas and the drums from 116 to 135th and back down. And sometimes we didn't have enough people, so we used to put people off the street, But we already had the advisors and stuff waiting. And we didn't have enough people because we need people to carry umbrellas, we need people to carry things. So we put people off the street. Oh, you're not doing nothing, come here, put this on. Oh yeah, you look good. We put the old man off the street, put them in the Akbar, they look like old guys, they good, By the time we look around, we had a nice parade, we did what we had to do, Yeah. That's how we kept the culture going, that's how we started the culture, that's how we brought a lot of people in.
Last but certainly not least, we are well into the preparation and beautification projects for the upcoming Odun Oshun. Oshun, the mother Orisha of Oyotunji, the mother of love and spring and beautiful things. And the festival this year comes May 1st through 3rd. We hope that you'll make the pilgrimage to attend. We have daughters of Oshun from all across the country coming to attend and also give tribute to Mama KK, also known as Oshafunke. And this priestess was from Harlem, New York, was one of the compadres of our founder, Oba Efuntola Adefumi I. So come, there'll be plenty of parties and parades and beautiful clothing and adornments. You don't want to miss it. And that brings us to the close of another edition of Inside Oyotunji, this spring 2010, in the 40th anniversary of the celebration of Oyotunji. What a great time to come and pay a visit to North America's oldest authentic African village. If your schedule's not open around the beginning of May, check back again at the end around Memorial Day Festival. That's our annual Festival of Egungun, the ancestors. Again, another opportunity to enjoy the many celebrations that go on here in North America's oldest authentic African village.